So I am Gina Ledwith, if you don't already know me. I live in Connecticut with my husband, 2 children, and I am a professional organizer and clutter coach as in Clutter Boss, but also in my community. And I absolutely love to be able to interact with all of you, whether it's in our communities, our Facebook groups, our programs. I mean, it's just so incredible to be a part of this. And I did boot camp in May of 2020. So I've been at this for a long time. All of our coaches have gone through boot camp. So we know what it's like. We've been where you are if you're beginning or even through the process. We totally get it. So I did boot camp 2020 and I just progressed from there through CBA, being a coach, becoming a professional organizer. And then becoming a partner in Clutter Boss, which has been almost a year and a half now, which is incredible.
Nice.
Amazing. So I just love it, love it, love it. So I'm glad you're all here and I cannot wait to see your comments and questions and all that. So
thank you so much, Gina. And I'll just take a second and introduce myself. I am Jes Marcy. I am the creator of Clutter Boss and Clutter Bootcamp, and It's All Clutter. And I live in upstate New York. It's a little bit of a blizzard right now, cold weather. If you're in the Northeast, you know what I'm talking about. I started as a professional organizer many years ago, working in people's homes, and quickly realized that most folks, 99% of us, need something a little different than somebody coming into your house to help you out. You need community first and foremost, and that is so critical because clutter is so isolating. You need simple steps, really simple steps to move forward. We tend to really overcomplicate things. We look for systems and we like to buy solutions. And the answer is a lot more simpler and in some ways more difficult than that also. This is a journey. All clutter is connected. In February of 2020, I did the first Clutter Bootcamp. It had so many signups, 3,500 people joined us in that bootcamp. And that was really the beginning of this business as you see it now. I am so excited that Gina is walking alongside me on this path of running a crazy online business. And we have an incredible team of coaches that also support everyone in this community and everyone in all of our programs. So thank you to all of our coaches. I think Gina's going to talk a little bit about our Facebook group now. I'll move the slide.
Yeah. So in Clutter Boss, we have many different places where you can find support and community, and It's All Clutter is one of those places. It is our free Facebook group, and there you see Amy, who is our program coordinator for that group. She is in there constantly communicating with the members who are posting and asking questions. Actually, all of the coaches are in there, but Amy is the number one for sure. And clutter, when I think of Clutter Boss, honestly, it's not just a business. It is a community. It is a place where you can find support for all areas of your life. We offer a very unique approach to decluttering, and maintaining a non-judgmental community is extremely important to us. So it's a safe place where you can come and share everything about your journey and ask all your questions. And we will be there to cheer you on, offer support, give you some answers, and help you to see the progress that you're looking for. So that is kind of in a nutshell what It's All Clutter is all about. So I hope if you're not already in there that you will join us. You can go find It's All Clutter on Facebook and join us there. But I have a feeling if you're watching this, you're already in there.
And just a note, I'm looking at the comments here. So a couple of people are struggling with audio or video. So that is the Facebook platform, and we can't control that. But one thing that tends to work really well, if your video drops or if your audio drops, leave the live stream, like get out of the group and then go back in, and that refresh should actually fix the audio and the video problems. So hopefully it's just a yes. And as Jean says, make sure the mute button is off and your volume is up. Sometimes there's like a little mute button on the video that's kind of hard to see, and that might be muted. So stick with us. We are live. The technology is working on our end, and it's just usually a refresh issue on your end. And this is recorded, so if you miss part of it or all of it, it will always be available for you to come back and watch. So let's get into it. A decluttering hack. What even is a decluttering hack? I know we hear life hacks a lot and we use the word hack, so I thought I would define the word before we get into our decluttering hacks. And the definition that I came up with is a potentially inelegant but effective solution to tackling your clutter. So here are 10 potentially inelegant but very effective solutions to tackling your clutter. Okay, so number one, the first decluttering hack that we have for you is to schedule a donation pickup or drop off time and don't cancel it. So hear me out on this. There is a website, donationtown.org, where you can see if anybody will come to your house and pick up your clutter, pick up your donations. If you have like somebody that will come to your house, go ahead and schedule it right now, because it's usually a couple of weeks out. And just knowing that there is somebody coming to get your clutter, to get your donations, is a huge motivator to getting more stuff out. If you don't have a donation pickup in your area, or you don't want to have somebody come to your house, schedule into your calendar actually a time to go and drop off your donations. Like, make an appointment with yourself and hold it. So even if you end up not having time to declutter, I want you to still go take the drive, go to the donation center, because a lot of times building up these little habits, like just going to a donation center, just getting into that, creating that neural pathway where you get into the car and drive there with the intention of dropping stuff off. Sometimes that little step is what you need to actually then next week do the same thing, but this time bring a box of donations with you. So schedule a donation pickup or drop off and don't cancel it. Stick with it. Even if you feel like you don't have enough or don't have anything, keep it on the calendar. This is an important goal for you this year. That's why you're here. And let's actually align our habits and actions with our goals. This is step number one.
All right. The next one is to embrace the 5-minute rule and remove all distractions. And I love that I have this one to talk about, because it is definitely the one that got me over the hump of not feeling like I was making progress. So we tend to not want to do chores or tasks or whatever the project is, because we think we can't finish it. So why start it? And I am here to tell you, those 5 minutes add up, and you absolutely can get so much done in 5 minutes. I literally timed myself emptying the dishwasher one day, because I always felt like, oh, I got to empty the dishwasher. And then I timed myself, and it didn't even take 5 minutes. So not only was I able to do that, but I was able to do something else in just that 5-minute time. So remove all the distractions, the scrolling on the phone, the TV, whatever we're doing in those small chunks of time, because we think we can't do something productive. Challenge that mindset, because I guarantee you, you will be amazed at what you can get done in these small chunks of time and how it actually does add up, and then creates a tackled project that you are able to actually check off your list in less time than I bet you realized. So that Absolutely. Is one of my favorites.
One of my favorites as well. All right, replace motivation with inspiration for short bouts of time. So a lot of times we feel like we don't have motivation, and the solution is usually to take action. But going from not having motivation to taking action can be really difficult. It requires a lot of energy to actually take that action. And sometimes we just don't have it in us. So I think that inspiration can be a great bridge between motivation and action. And what I mean by that is, when you're feeling no motivation and you're also not really feeling like taking action, give yourself a couple of minutes. And this is one of those little caveats. Don't go down a rabbit hole here for hours and hours. find something that motivates you. And that could be listening to somebody else's story. You could be in our group looking at somebody else's win. Find a meme that you love that really inspires you, whatever it is. Find that inspiration. And as soon as you feel that little tug of inspiration inside of you, go take action. So replace motivation with inspiration, or use inspiration as the bridge between motivation and action. Just don't spend hours looking for inspiration. Find it quickly, embrace it, and go take action.
All right. Next up is to delete your stored credit cards and add a note to physical cards. So anywhere that you have a credit card stored makes it super easy for you to make purchases. There's no thought process really there. And that's what we want to encourage you to do, is think about a purchase before you're making it. So one of the foundational things we talk about is stopping the flow in. And this step really does help to make that easier, right? Because we're making purchases at the click of a button on Amazon or any website really that you frequent or have frequented in the past. And it just makes it super easy to do that without really thinking about it. So do I have a place to store this? Do I have a purpose and a use for it in the moment? Or do I just think it looks cute, which I'll tell you what that means. Can't use this ever. But in addition to deleting from digital stored places, put notes on your credit cards. So when you go to make a purchase, it'll remind you to ask yourself those questions. Do I really need this? Do I love it? Do I have a place to store it? Do I want to maintain it? All of these things, you can make a note that says any of those that prompt in you that taking that moment to think about the purchase, or even waiting, till the next day to make that purchase. So delete from anywhere you have them stored. Make it so that you have to get up and go get a card if you are really going to make that purchase, because at least that gives you the time to give some thought to what you're actually purchasing. It works for sure.
It definitely does. All right. Figure out your big decluttering domino and start there. So we say it's all clutter, and we mean really that all of the clutter in our life is connected. Clutter is anything that is preventing you from moving forward. We look at it as a very physical thing, the stuff on my floor, the stuff on my desk, the stuff in my closet, but it's always connected to something else that is a little bit bigger and a little bit less tangible. So there could be a lot of emotion attached. You may want to start eating healthier, but then there's a lot of clutter in the way. So it's all connected. If you have a big goal that you're trying to reach, that's your big domino. Start there. So we can use the example of getting healthy or eating more healthy, right? If you want to eat more healthy, that's your kind of big goal. The clutter domino that's going to help you get there is working on your kitchen, decluttering maybe your stove. I know a lot of people store clutter in their stove and on their stove, which makes it really difficult to cook. Clear off your counters, make your kitchen function better. And then that can help you move towards that big goal of eating healthier. That's your clutter domino. So look for that decluttering domino that's going to help you move forward. If you wake up every morning and you look around and you feel really depressed because there's clutter all over your bedroom, and waking up and feeling good would help you so much during the rest of your day, use that as your starting point. The perfect starting point is unique to you, and it can be attached to something bigger that's going to make your whole entire life easier, or that is a big goal that you have. So start with that one clutter domino that's going to kick off lots of other successes and bring back that inspiration, motivation to take more action.
All right. Gamify decluttering, because mindset matters. So this is all about making decluttering fun. Whatever it takes for you to have some fun while you're doing this whole process of decluttering is really important. So you can use counters, you can use a timer, beat the clock, like set a timer and see how much you can get done in a short amount of time. There's something called the Mins game. If you haven't heard of it, you can do that. It's like getting rid of different amounts of things each day, like as the month goes on, day 1, day 2, day 3, like that. You can do anything, but truly making it fun. It could be decluttering with somebody else, right? Talking on the phone with a friend, Do something fun for you. Connect that to your decluttering process. So, using a timer is probably one of the ones that I found really helpful in the beginning. I love watching the motivation and the competition that happens when we do this in our communities. It's a really great way to make it easier to declutter because it's not always fun and it's hard work. So do something to make it fun for yourself. Find what works for you and shift that mindset to a more fun, gamifying kind of situation.
I love gamifying.
I know.
I gamify everything in my life now. Okay, this is a little bit fake it till you make it, but hear me out. Say this to yourself every single day. I have a decluttered home and I am a and I am an organized person. I have a decluttered home and I am an organized person. In fact, right now, if nobody's around you, or even if somebody is around you, say it out loud right now. I have a decluttered home and I am an organized person. Even if you're not there yet, practicing those words helps your body feel in alignment with this goal that you're working towards. Fake it till you make it. It doesn't matter if it's true right now. The more you convince yourself of the fact that you have a decluttered home and you are an organized person, the more your actions are going to line up with those goals, and decluttering and getting organized is actually going to become easier. This mental rehearsing is what professional athletes do. There's a lot of science behind it. It's not woo woo. And I know in the beginning, when you start telling yourself, I'm decluttered, and you're not decluttered, it might feel like you're lying to yourself. Lie away, because you are shifting your identity. And this is a very powerful way to do it. So who cares what it sounds like? Who cares if it's not true right now? It will be true one day. And the more you can embrace this as your identity, the sooner it's going to happen for you. So one more time, say it together. I have a decluttered home and I am an organized person. I have a decluttered home. I am an organized person. We got this.
It's like a tongue twister.
I know. I could maybe written that differently.
All right. Our next hack is to post your wins in our community. I absolutely love to see when this happens. Us validating your success is such an important part of this for us. But for you, when you're not seeing your own progress, when people in your life are not validating for you, we deserve to be validated. We all want that. We all want someone to say, great job, way to go. And that's what we do. That is what you will find in our community. So I encourage you, if you're not already doing that in It's All Clutter, to post, even if it's something you feel like it's like, oh, that's not really that big. Every single solitary thing you do is big. Those actions, I don't care how small it seems, they are huge. And we are here to support you, to cheer you on, to motivate you to keep going, to show you the progress that you are making when you can't see it for yourself. So the community is second to none. I can't say enough about it. I mean, never mind the coaches who are always there to support, but each other, when it's someone else who's going through the same thing you are at the same time, it's just an incredibly powerful support that you can give get for yourself if you choose to post in there, which I hope you will. So please do that. We love it.
Fantastic hack. All right. I love this picture. Give yourself permission for whatever you need to do. Give yourself permission. So many times when we're coaching, we hear people say, I think I just need permission to let go of this gift that I never even liked, or I think I just need permission to take some time for myself, or I think I just need permission to have a relationship with my stuff that is different than the relationship that my parents taught me I should have with my stuff. Give yourself permission. And we actually made a little downloadable resource for you. So if you go to our web, we'll have the link at the end of this, but we have a free downloadable. Here's a permission slip. What permission do you need today? Do you need permission to let go of items that no longer serve you, to let go of an item that was gifted to you, to let go of an item that makes you feel bad, to change your thinking about something? Do you need permission to learn and grow? I mean, it seems so simple, but sometimes we just need permission to let go of what is not serving us and move forward, whether that is physical clutter, emotional clutter, relationships, whatever it is. Maybe you need permission to let go of perfection. Maybe that is holding you back. So we have this downloadable for you on our website. We'll post it also into our Facebook group. But anytime you need to just give yourself that permission, give yourself that permission. It's an incredibly powerful hack. You have permission to improve your life and work towards that dream that you have.
All right. And our final, and what I think is the best hack of all, is to spend a week with us in Clutter Bootcamp. You will have the most incredible experience with a community, again, the coaches, lessons and tips and tricks that will carry you through this process. It is the foundation. It is where we all started. Anyone, all the coaches started, and it'll just propel you in this process, in this journey. And again, the support of that community. It is just an amazing, amazing week. So it's 5 days, one lesson a day. It's an hour Zoom call every day. So you get to interact with the community as well as the coaches. So you'll meet 5 different coaches throughout the week. We have a dedicated Facebook community. So you have another smaller group to be in and communicate, throughout the week, share your wins, let us support you, and leave feeling empowered and hopeful and just so many other things. I mean, it's an incredible, incredible week. So I highly encourage you to think about it. It is $25, but there's an early bird. The code early bird will get you a discount right now. So please consider it. We would love to see you there. I mean, it's an amazing, amazing week.
It just kicks off all of your decluttering. And if, we do clutter boot camps once every 6 to 8 weeks or so. If this is the year that you sign up for every single boot camp, this is the year that you sign up for every single boot camp. That means you always have that to look forward to every 6 weeks or so, that little boost that you need. So you don't lose your momentum throughout the year. It's another incredible hack. And if you want to download our give permission, little permission slips, worksheets, or a copy of our top 10 hacks, or get the replay in your email to this, this is the website. We have it up here, clutterboss.com/hacks. And of course, we'll be posting everything into the Facebook group. And just note, it takes a little bit of time for the replay to process, but it should be up in an hour or two in your email and available there. So yes, Joyce wants to attend boot camp. Amazing. Cheryl, when is boot camp? I believe the next one, Gina, February 10th?
Yep, starts on February 10th. So it's each day that week, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern is the time of the Zoom call. They are all recorded. So if you can't make each one, don't let that be something that prevents you from joining us, because the recordings are super effective. And then in the Facebook group, you have access to the coaches to ask questions. So yeah, that would be great to have you.
I just thought of another little mindset shift here as we're talking. There's a lot, I think we can convince ourselves there's so many reasons to not do something, right? So say you look at boot camp and you see the calls are live at 1 p.m. Eastern every day, and that's never going to work for you. You may say to yourself, okay, well, I can't do that. It's not going to work for me. It's the wrong time. What if instead you said to yourself, you know what? Why don't I try this? Why don't I try watching it on replay? I still have the Facebook group. I get lifetime access to this. These little shifts in your thinking, and be it about boot camp or whatever else, they make a huge difference. Instead of thinking about why you can't do something or how something is not going to work for you, can you think about how it is going to work for you? Because that's the difference between success that builds upon itself and staying exactly where you are right now. And we are here to walk down this path with you. You will never have more support for your decluttering than within the walls of Clutter Boss. So take a chance, and we would love to see you in boot camp, in It's All Clutter, interacting. The more you share, the more success you have. So thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Jess.
Thank you, Gina. If there's any questions, I think there's a slight delay between us talking and the comments, but I do see the comments over here. I see lots of people commenting. That is so great. Let us know, did you like this presentation? We are trying to figure out the tech. I saw a lot of people had freezing video and audio, which is one of the struggles that we have with going live on Facebook. But that being said, it is recorded. do you like these? Should we do more of this? Like, we are here to serve this community. So if there's anything that you would like to see more of, please let us know, because that's why we're here. Mm-hmm. You're welcome, Michelle. And thank you to everyone who is answering questions also in our comments here. I'm looking at 2 different screens.
I know, it's just weird for me not to be able to see the comments. I'm like, tell me what they're saying.
Oh, good. We're getting a lot of positive feedback here. So that's so nice. All right, we'll wrap up. We'll get this replay processed. If you go to clutterboss.com/hacks, you can download those resources. Yeah, we love you guys. Keep fighting for yourself. This is a journey that is so worth it. Yeah. Thank you, Gina.
Yeah. Have a great day.
Bye, everyone.